Hello, Camarina, Sicily, and welcome to the Eurovision Song Contest 2009 here in Moscow. I know many of you do not care about this event. Well, you are wrong. So wrong. How wrong? We will show you how wrong during this small presentation. When we look at the right, we see the Eurovision news operation in full swing with a live stand-up for Turkish television. But let me hand over to the man who gathered this all and will present you with a little tour through the premises. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn around, Mr. Dirk Verhulst, the EBU Moscow Bureau Chief. Dirk, please.
Good morning, everybody. As you can see, it's become a tradition that Eurovision also, apart from the program, offers unilateral services, live stand-ups and playouts for those companies that delegations that are with their team and want to make a daily report. In order to make this happen, first we discussed it with the host broadcaster, First Channel Russia, who gave us their complete cooperation. And I also actually carte blanche. They knew that we have a tradition of doing this, and they knew that our experience would be worthwhile for this to happen. So in cooperation with a few subcontractors who also do other work for the program and the whole event, we use the same subcontractors to build this, what we believe is a beautiful setup. We have the 3 stand-up positions on the second floor, one of which is bigger than the others, so that a 2-camera studio setup is possible. Downstairs, for you not to see, but is the heart of the thing, we have our own master control and an edit room that people can book ad hoc edits with. Let's walk and see what it all looks like. Hi. First of all, we've provided a small tent for people who are waiting for their stand-up or waiting for their playout, so that at least they have a place to stand, sheltered from the rain, which we hope will not happen, but it could always happen. Our producer has generously provided his own coffee machine, so at least we have coffee. And we hope that, since this is a free country, everybody can bring their own if they like. So it could be that there's small parties here happening in front of the master control room, and to take away a little bit of the stress that is always involved with a correspondent having to do a live transmission or hoping his playout will be at home in time for the program to be inserted into. So now let's go inside and have a look. So this is the master control room. From here we'll be able to do at least 3 simultaneous transmissions, and if necessary a 4th one. So I think we'll set up well to handle all the possible traffic. Mr. Alexei Ivanov is the engineer who, on behalf of Eurovision, has devised the whole setup, has done most of the negotiations with the subcontractors, and so far so good. Everything is in good working order. We're very happy. Behind this wall you have our edit suite.
"42 countries are participating in this year's event, and there are 2 semi-finals for the first time. There's a semi-final on the 12th, there's one on the 14th, and the actual final is on the 16th. We work for approximately 45 to 50 broadcasters here who sent various crews. We will now show you the live position in full swing. Just follow me. This is stand-up position number 3. As you can see, it will be the stand-up position that we will use for studios. People bring their artists over here. We have a couch, we have a plasma screen. It's rather wide. You have a nice view. of the entrance number 1, which will be the main entrance for the public. So during the semi-final and the final, we hope to get thousands of people here cheering the artists who are then doing their lives from our place before their performances in there. You will have many people here. It will be a public affair. It is a public event, and we want to present it as such. You will have many people standing there, and the correspondents feel secure and safe because the people cannot get there, and they can still do their job in a rather organized, chaotic way, let's put it this way. We will walk now to studio number 2. Every studio can house up to, I think our record was, 34 people with the Serbian delegation in Helsinki when they won. The thing is, you have to be ready for many things, because the correspondents will arrive and they will say, is it possible to do a live with 34 people? Now, what can you say? The answer is, of course, always yes. How? We'll figure it out when it happens. We think we are a bit more ready for these unexpected, chaotic moments this year. But every year brings its surprises, of course. But it's a magnificent affair. People are in a good mood. They know they are the center of the entertainment world for about a week, and we want to let them, make them feel secure and make them feel okay, so that they will come back next year, of course. If you need facilities from here, what do I have to do? Well, let's ask Lena, the news feed point producer here in Moscow. Hello, Lena. Dobre utro.
Dobre utro. Good morning.
Now, if you want feeds, you can do it in various ways. You can send a booking to bookings@eurovision.net. You can do it on the website, event number 27788. Or you can, of course, call Lena, and she will confirm the requested facilities immediately. Lena, what is your phone, please?
So the phone number is 7495 921 0466.
That was so beautiful, we're going to repeat it.
So it's 7495 for Moscow, 921 0466.
Thank you, Lena. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Okay, this is just one part, the heart of the Eurovision news operation. How do the circuits, how do we get out on the satellites? From here, we will now go to the satellite dishes where we will meet the satellite engineers. But from this place, we have a fiber connection with the satellite dish that is approximately 400 meters away from here on the other side of the stadium. And we also have from the satellite dish a connection to the EBU side of the song contest with Mr. Frank Salens of Eurovision Operations and Tim Gregg, who is respectively the planner and the dispatcher organizing the voting. When they switch the voting, we will meet them later. But first, the next stage, let's go to the satellite dish, 500 meters away from here. The fibers go from here to the dish, and from the dish we go up on Eutelsat, the satellite. Isn't she beautiful? And it's all one and the same woman, Miss Universe. On the left, we have the Eurovision operation with the stand-up positions. We will now move to the right, and it's not 500 but 300 meters. We just counted it. And there are the satellite dishes. You see 3 dishes. One of them is ours for the Eurovision news operation. One dish is reserved for the EBU song contest to do the reception of the channels from all the countries during the voting procedures. Everything is over there. All the dishes, the heart of the dish part of the operation is there. Let's go there. Her name is Ksenia, and she is here, not there, where you are. Now, let's turn around and have a look at the satellite dishes here. This satellite dish does the reception during the voting procedures and during the voting ceremony from all the countries involved. It's 8 channels simultaneously to do the reception here. The dish in the middle is the dish we use for the Eurovision operation with the 3 paths. And the dish on the left is a backup dish. Hello, Victor, I am fine. How are you? And you are on camera, ladies and gentlemen. The star-studded Eurovision Moscow uplinkers team, always ready. Eurovision right there. Victor. So this is where the signals go out with those fantastic guys who are working an average of 20 hours a day. We start our day at about 6, 7 in the morning, and we finish very late, at about 1, 2 each night. We will now go to that side, as you can see from here. In one of those containers, in that one over there, is Frank and Tim, and they will explain you their side of the story.
Complex is when we deal with the voting. So we have 42 countries voting. We have to receive signals from each of those countries here in the EBU switch and then put them into the program. The way we do that is that we have 8 dedicated voting channels, and we have a predetermined voting sequence. So first of all, we get the first 8 countries up on satellite. I then speak to each one individually. I do a vision test, make sure the vision is okay from each studio. I do an audio test, make sure the levels are fine. I speak to each spokesperson, make sure they have the votes. Once I've spoken to them, I then ask them to listen out for the presenters who'll call them up to vote in turn. So it's quite complex, it's very quick, and problems have been known to happen, but hopefully everything is going to work out fine for this contest here in Moscow. So there we go. I'll hand you over to Frank Salens now, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the technical workings of the EBU switch. Here you go, Frank. Just a little rundown of the technical setup in the switch here.
Okay, so I think that Tim almost covered everything, so there's not much for me to explain. Maybe we can have a look at our technical setup. So we have a combination of fiber and satellite. So we are making sure that if we have a problem on a satellite, we can switch over to the satellite setup. It's a hybrid situation, a mix of fibers and satellites. So if you can have a look over here, there you will see that we have 8 receivers which are connected to the satellite dish which is standing outside. It's a 3.8 meter dish, so this is for the voting, incoming, local reception. If ever we would have bad weather, rain, or any other technical difficulty, we can always fall back on a big dish which is in Frankfurt. We are having the same setup over there. That means 8 receivers on the same channels. The signal from that has been backhauled to Moscow via fiber. This is the tool, the multiplexer, that takes care of that. So the 8 inputs from Frankfurt are being fed once again in 8 decoders, and we have the choice during the voting process to switch between a local reception or a reception in Frankfurt. The distribution of the signal, which is standard definition and high definition, is also via satellite and fiber. This encoder here goes to an SNG truck which is standing up there on the bridge, and has been uplinked to W1 straight away. So here we have our HD distribution, which is being fed from a local SNG which is standing outside. And we have also a backup in case that SNG has a technical difficulty. And we can uplink from a big earth station at about 30 kilometers from Moscow, which is called Bear Lakes. So this has been tested, and they are standing by to take over if ever we have a problem here on this SNG. The standard definition, we have 2 feeds which are permanently transmitted to the satellite, one from here and the other one via fiber to Rambouillet near Paris on another satellite channel. So the takers, the customers, they have the choice between 2 permanent satellite channels for the SD signal. So.
Yes, yes. It was.
We understand, of course, you had enough technical information now about this whole event. So let's have a look at the real song contest. This is one of the entrances to the Olympic Hall. We'll take you there and try and give you a kind of a picture and the atmosphere, showing you the atmosphere of what is happening inside. Let's go. Здрасте. Добрый день. On our way to the stage, so I won't be able to say anything. Thank God you're saying I won't be able to say anything for the next 5 minutes. We're heading that way to the stage.
Да. Надо? Нет, не надо.
Can I pass?
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Tanel Tatter, I come from Estonia and I work as a floor manager and my responsibility is the backstage and the timing that all the artists are on a stage right time.
How many times have you done this?
That's my first Eurovision.
Welcome, man.
Yes,
Welcome. Are you
yes,
having fun?
thank you. Yes, I'm having fun because
Everything's going well?
people are nice and I'm really enjoying being in Russia, to work with Russians. Because these are so nice people, they have big hearts and really, really nice people. And I'm so glad that I have the chance to work with them.
The contest is a big event.
So it's a very big event.
Can you give us some numbers?
I heard the cash numbers, but maybe they're confidential.
Not the cash. Not the cash. How many cables? How many people involved?
Because I don't know the technical part, but almost 12,000 people are involved with this, and we have 1/3 of the new LED system of the world. That's the new system what we're having here. These are scary numbers. No, not scary. These are lovely numbers because we have it here, and to work with the best professionals in the world. What else can you want? This is.
So it's bigger than what you imagined?
It's much bigger than I imagined.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. They will see this in Estonia, so... То есть у вас режиссерская?
Не операторская.
Операторская и
Операторская, режиссерская. Вроде смешивать иногда. Чего вы смеетесь?
Зачем?
Hi, my name is Tarmo Krim and I'm the show producer for this event. So I've been working with this project now 8 years in a row, and this is definitely the biggest one so far, and it's so big that I have hard times believing that it can grow ever bigger anymore. But the special things about this year is everything is special, including the amount of the time spent on the build-up, including the amount of the manpower, or the amount of equipment which is installed and the amount of days spent on rehearsal. So it's a really big and international production, and I think it's unique, and I think it's just the most single complicated TV show in the world. So happy to be part of this tremendous project, and it's very highly professional international crew.
How many people are involved, Daro?
There's a lot of people, just the total number of accredited people is beyond 12,000. So everyone is important, and when you have such many people accredited and working for the project, the information flow, I think, is the key, and yeah, well, so far it has been quite good.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, come and see us.
Tell me.
Public area here. This is where the press, where everyone gathers. The press conference room is right. Every artist after the performance, after the training, gives a press conference. This is the press hut. We're still in the same arena on the other side of the stage. And let's just walk around and look at some of the personalities. Here you see, for example, the international poll. We see semi-final 1-2. Now, you in Sicily know already, of course, who has passed on to the final. But we see here, let's see how true they will be when they happen on the 12th and on the 14th, to see where we go next year.
Уже разгружаю. Хорошо. Спасибо. Скажите, где пресс-центр? Это где можно... Спасибо.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
How is everything going?
I'm sorry, we are not allowed to speak. Okay. Yes.
Tell us not to.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
You having fun? How many
Having fun.
languages do you speak here?
English.
All?
No.
All of us?
Oh, yes. You speak
Seven.
French, some German.
7.
7 languages.
Maybe 8.
Can you please just a minute?
Enjoy the festival. Thank you. Well, and now we left the building on the other side. That was a tour of the Eurovision Song Contest, or part of it at least. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a lot of fun in Sicily, and don't forget to call us if there's anything you need with regards to the song contest operation. If you win the song contest, call us the same evening. Won't be a problem. Bye-bye.